Ilona Barnhart here. Welcome to my channel. Heading over to Living Tea Kombucha, which is right up across, well, about 2 blocks away from here. It's a local kombucha brewing place, and just stocking up on 2 of these for tomorrow's rooftop yoga with Ilona social that happens every month on the 2nd Saturday of the month. What? It's like 45 minutes of flow and 15 minutes of kombucha tasting, so it's pretty badass, it's pretty fun. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. The coolest thing about Living Tea is that they've started to have CBD oil infused kombucha, so I'm excited to offer that option. Anyway, I'm gonna take you with me. As I walk over on this beautiful, little windy day, and I talk to you a little bit about kombucha and what it is. So kombucha is basically fermented tea. So it's a bit difficult to hold both of those growlers up and walk and record at the same time. But I got the, let's see, was blueberry chai, and then also the CBD1. The CB1 and CB2 receptors in the brain, that the one or the other are only receptors that respond to CBD. CBD is an oil that's derived from the hemp and that has no sort of effects like THC does. Now the other receptor, whether it's a CB1, CB2, I forget, but one of those receptors receives both CBD as well as THC. The coolest thing about CBD oil is that you could get all of the, like, basically the essence of the medicine and beauty of the hemp plant without getting the mental high. So your body relaxes, the muscles relax, and things like that. So I'm excited to actually drink some and report to you in real time of my experience with it. But right now, in terms of what is kombucha, kombucha is basically fermented tea. The way that I was taught to make it was to boil a bunch of water, then steep about 8 little baggies of black tea in there. Once that cooled, I would pour it into a container with my SCOBY, and the SCOBY is the bacteria, the organism that basically transforms, farts out the sugar that I would add to the tea and allows it to ferment. There's a little bit of alcohol in kombucha tea itself, not enough to get anybody by any means drunk, unless you're drinking Bushcraft, which that has a ton of alcohol, like 7% and like a 26 ouncer, but that's intentional. Hi! There's someone passing by. And then the SCOBY, so you don't want to pour hot boiling water where the SCOBY is. You don't want to frighten it. I mean, it is a living organism. So you just take the chilled brewed tea, add the cane sugar, and let the SCOBY do its thing. I used to cover it and place it in a dark, cool place. And I believe it was done about 3 weeks. So I haven't done this in a long time. I used to brew it in Chicago, so that's about 4.5 years ago. And then we buried the SCOBY, my husband and I, we buried the SCOBY in our backyard before we left because we weren't going to be driving. We actually were flying. It's a whole different story. So we weren't bringing the SCOBY with us, and I didn't have anybody at that time that would want it. So we buried it. Cool story though, the place that the SCOBY was buried, there's this beautiful bush that grew. So when I visited a year later, I saw the bush there, and I was like, no way, that's exactly where the SCOBY was. Nothing grew here before, and now there's this plant bush thing. I don't know what happened to it now. Maybe if I visit, it won't be there. I don't know. That's besides the point. But anyway, thanks for coming on this walkabout-ish with me to Living Tea. And yeah, I'll report back with the CBD experience. Hey, what up everybody? Ilona Barnhart here. So coming to you, drinking some CBD kombucha. My body is feeling so relaxed and just so amazing after a long week of back-to-back classes, which I'm not usually teaching this many classes in 1 week, but I totally booked myself full this week. So this nightcap is just exactly what the doctor ordered. Cheers.